Good morning, everyone. Today's class is going to be a morning boost. You can do this in your kitchen, in your dining room, with a yoga mat, no yoga mat, in your pajamas. So let's get started. Start by bringing your feet hip width apart, rolling your shoulders up towards your ears and back and down. Try this 3 times. Inhaling to lift the shoulders, exhale to release. Good. As you relax your shoulders, bring your arms forward out in front of you and reach them out to your sides, palms face forward. Give a little squeeze to the shoulder blades. When you start to exhale, bring your hands forward again and turn your palms down as you bend your knees and tuck your chin, rounding out the spine. Inhale to lift the arms out, chin up. Exhale, round the shoulders forward, turn your thumbs down and bend at the knees. Follow through. 3, 4 times. Create this nice arching and extension in your back. Stability in and around your pelvis and feet. Try one more. As you reach out through your arms, lower them down behind you, clasp your hands together, or grab a couple fingers, and reach the arms away from the shoulders. Try this without arching the back, pulling in the tummy, and reaching through the sides of the shoulders towards the floor. Once you start to inhale, sweep your arms out and up, palms together. Keep your arms up against your ears, clasp your hands, and lift tall. Try to create that space through the navel and the lower back, extending the chest away from the pelvis. When you start to exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, arms out like wings, palms face forward. And down behind you, clasp your hands, tuck your tail, and reach your shoulders from your ears. Next exhale, release your hands. Arms come up, clasp your hands, and lift. Hands to the heart, exhale. Inhale, arms out and wide. Open the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades, and then turn your hands down behind you. Clasp the hands and reach through your shoulders. Tummy is in. Good. Again, inhale, arms out and up. Clasp your hands. Reach up, pull down through your tail, pull down into your heels, lift up through your arms and your shoulders. Get a little squeeze there. Hands to the heart. That's our last movement. Inhale, reach out, wide open arms, squeeze in your shoulder blades. And then exhale to lower your arms, hands behind you, clasp and gently pull. Feel that space through the sides of the neck, the tops of your shoulders, and across the upper chest. When you exhale, release your hands and just move your arms back and forth, just swinging your arms. And then from here, you can take both arms up once again. Now, with your right arm lifting, reach for the ceiling or the sky if you're outside. Pull your left arm down and get a little side stretch. Inhale to lift, taking the opposite arm up, bending the elbow down beside you, and switch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, switch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, switch. One more. This is just to identify your shoulders, the space in your back, sides of the neck, and then bringing your arms out like cactus arms. Palms open, facing forward. And then you're just going to bring your hands in together behind your head. Pull the elbows together and round your upper back. Bend at your knees. Inhale, lift up, look up, elbows out, chest is lifted. Exhale, round your back. Gently tug the chin to the chest. Bend at the knees. Again, inhale. Open up, little squeeze of the glutes, and round it out. And again, we'll do 2 more. Round it out, get a nice long rounded back. When you lift up your chin and open up the elbows and chest, squeeze up your glutes a little bit, and then stopping there, bringing your elbows in and your hands forward. Interlace your fingers. Good. And press through the arms. Good. From here, bend at the elbows, palms together. Now, not eagle arms, but lifting the elbows up in front of your chin. And then you're going to push your fingers or point your fingers towards the right. Keep your elbows together. Breathe in through your nose. Inhale, come back to center and over to the left side. Inhale, come back to center. Release your hands to your heart. Arms down and out and up. Once again, reaching, looking up towards the ceiling. Interlace your fingers, reach up as high as you can. Get a little extra stretch into your back. Hands to the heart. Good. From this position, take your heels or to the floor. Take your hands to your shoulders and circle the shoulders, the elbows, making a big movement that feels comfortable for both your upper back, your chest. Breathing in to lift the elbows, exhaling down and around. Inhaling to lift, down and around. Change direction. Good. And release. We're going to go into just a little twist here. Let's start by grabbing the chair once again. Have your chair at the end of your yoga mat if you're using a mat. And placing your hands on the front corners of the seat. And walking your feet back. Keep your hands either flat on the chair, whatever type you're using, or you can wrap your fingers around the side of the seat just so you have a better grip. Have your feet hip width apart or slightly wider if it feels more comfortable for your back or your hamstrings. And we're going to bend the knees and then straighten up your legs and allow your head to lean between the arms and have the back of your head somewhat flush with the back of your arms. So you're not tucking your chin deep into your chest or looking forward to the seat of the chair. In this position, we'll do this a few times. So as you inhale, bend, and we exhale to straighten the legs. Try this a few times, pressing down into the heels, keeping your knees in line with the tops of your feet, and your hands not gripping or grabbing the chair too strongly. Just a nice sense of support from the chair, but getting most of the work in the legs and the nice long morning stretch in your back. Good, one more. Once you come back to center, move your feet in just a little closer and lean forward towards the chair, keeping your arms straight and taking your left foot off the floor. And then as you start to exhale, bring that left foot forward to the front side of the seat and then lean back into your right foot. You can reset it into a low lunge using the chair for extra support. Relaxing your shoulders, focusing towards the floor without dropping your chin. And when you start to exhale, we'll drop the right heel down to the floor so you've created an angle with that right foot, and then slowly lean back with your hips, straightening your left knee just a little bit. If this pose feels good for your back, your legs, and the space of your hamstrings, you can rest your forearms on the chair, looking towards the back foot, without locking the knee. So you don't want to lock up or jam up your left knee. Let there be a slight bend in it if you're not sure, and get more focus into the back leg, the body weight into the chair itself. One more breath. Good. When you start to inhale, lean forward. Again, attach your hands to the corners of the chair, pivot onto your back toes, and then adjust yourself so you can gently step back into that downward dog modified pose. Notice your feet are lined up, still hip width apart, leaning forward into that plank style position. Take your right foot off the floor, and then draw the knee in and the foot forward. Back heels on the floor, looking forward, lifting your chest, lowering your shoulders, and make sure that you're not dropping your left heel into the mat, but keeping the heel off the floor so that the stretch comes from the point of your hip all the way towards your heel. As you start to exhale, let your left heel drop to the floor, your foot is on an angle, and then very slowly, carefully lean back, not to lock up your right knee, but just to extend the leg and give some space into the hamstring. Keep your hands on the chair so you can keep that stability and support through the upper body. Again, like we did on the first side, if it feels comfortable, you can rest your arms onto the chair just to bring yourself a little lower, not necessarily to over stretch, but to find a little bit more depth into the hips or length into the back. Notice that your left foot is flat to the floor and there's a nice comfortable arch in your left foot. Good. You'll inhale to bend that knee forward. Both hands return to the corners of the chair. And then when you start to exhale, make sure that you're really centering yourself through the seat and not pushing the chair away from you. That'll give you the stability to step yourself back into your modified downward dog with your feet hip width apart, your knees in line with the tops of your feet, and your head aligned with your upper arms, not lower than them. Take another long breath. Smooth breath in, a long breath out. Begin to lean forward. Step your feet forward towards the chair, not too close, and then rest your forearms onto the seat. And you can do one of two things here. You can either just allow your head to bow and the crown of your head or forehead to the seat. Try to keep the back of the neck long. Inhale to lift your head away from the chair, and we'll bend at the knees and lift up nice and tall. Now your chair is going to be used for our last pose. Take your chair, sit at the front edge of your seat, feet flat on the floor, and your hands on your knees. Find your sit bones comfortable and the position of your pelvis not tilted one way or the other, forward or back, but a nice steady, even set of in your hips. And with your feet lined up and your feet underneath your knees, this is a very particular position, especially when we're sitting. We tend to slouch or move our feet around. Really let your feet stabilize the rest of your torso by pressing down, sitting into your pelvis comfortably, not leaning against the back of the chair, and with your palms turned up. With your eyes closed, thumb and index fingers touch. Your shoulders are low,